Okay, so we are now on problem number 11, and it's going to be Teek's 8.5i. Which function is best represented by this graph? Okay, this is a fairly easy problem. Okay, looking at it, I'm having something that has slope-intercept form in it. Okay, so in case you forgot what slope-intercept form is, it's going to be y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the picture and let's start identifying what we know about this graph. Looking at the graph, I know it's going downward. It's because it's going in a downward slope. I know that I have a negative slope. Okay, that being my first clue, I can eliminate some answers already. Okay, if it's not a negative slope, I can eliminate it. This 3 is not negative, so I can eliminate this because the slope must be negative. This 5 is also not negative, so the slopes for B and D are incorrect. So I can eliminate that without even doing any kind of mathematical calculation, okay? The next thing I can do is I want to see, is this proportional or non-proportional? Based on it, guys, because I already know it's not going through the origin, and as I said, it is in slope-intercept form, it is going to be non-proportional because it is not crossing through the points 0, 0. So the next thing I know is this is non-pro or non-proportional, okay? I just write it or say it a little short, okay? So what we do next is let's see what else we can identify. Can I identify the y-intercept? Also where the y is crossing, or excuse me, where the line is crossing the y-axis? Yes, I can. If I look, it is crossing at this point. This point is at 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's crossing the y-axis at the number 5. Looking at my answer choices, my y-intercept is 5 here, and it is a negative 3 here. Okay, so without doing math, guys, I was able to determine what the answer is, okay? My slope is negative, my y-intercept is 5. I've proved that, okay? This one doesn't work because the y-intercept is negative 3, and we know that's not true because negative 3 is down there, okay? So I already know what the answer is. The answer is A, okay? But I want to prove it. I want to double check and I want to make sure, okay? So what I can do is I can use my calculator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to menu, excuse me, not menu. I'm going to go to graph. I'm going to push tab. And then I'm simply going to enter the function. The function is negative 3x plus 5. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to graph it. When I graph it, I see my line. Okay? Now, looking at it, they look similar. This looks similar to this. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up a table. So I'm going to push Control T. I'm going to go to where my y-intercept is, which is going to be an x value of 0 and a y value of 5. So far, so good, it matches, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and see if I have another perfect point. And I do have another perfect point. If I look right here, there's a perfect point. That perfect point is going to be at 2 and negative 1. So if I go to where x is 2, y should be negative 1, and it is. So ladies and gentlemen, I proved to you by graphing and by process of elimination that the answer is indeed A. Thank you so much for watching this video. Spider-Man, tell him. Peace out.